This is Google Pixel 4a. Google Pixel 4a is Google's best with an affordable, one-handed design. There's only one color, just black. Pricing starts at $349, £349, odd $599. That's a good price, and that's $50, £50, $50 Australian dollars less than its predecessor's launch price. You also get more RAM, 6 GB versus 4 GB, and more storage, 128 GB versus 64 GB, with the Pixel 4a, so Google is giving you a good deal, at least within its own ecosystem. Unfortunately, the Google Pixel 4a is in a highly competitive middle market, up against handsets with a lot more impressive specs. Cute. That's the one-word answer to describe the Google Pixel 4a design. It's one of the more compact Android phones these days, measuring 144 by 69.4 by 8.2 mm. So it's easy to handle with one hand, and one-handed use is almost effortless. It's also light, weighing just 143 grams. Right under your thumb or finger, you'll find a mint green power/lock key, and a black volume rocker below. While the SIM tray is on the other side, it only holds a single SIM card, but the Google Pixel 4a also comes with a built-in eSIM. You should also note that eSIM is only available for a few countries: the US, UK, Australia, Canada, Spain, Germany, Taiwan, and Japan. Google Pixel 4a has a USB-C 3.1 port on the bottom, flanked by microphone and speaker grills. The down-firing speaker works with the second speaker just above the display to give you stereo sound. There's also a 3.5mm headphone jack on the top edge of the phone. There aren't earbuds in the box, unless you're from France or Australia, where there are, but if you already have a pair you can use them with the Pixel 4a without an adapter, and without occupying the USB-C port, you can charge the phone while using wired headphones. The Pixel 4a has a minimalist design, with the fingerprint scanner centered in the middle and on the camera block in the top left corner, the only highlights on the back. There's just one rear-facing camera. The size of the camera block is a little excessive, but it's presumably a Google design choice. It's the first Pixel phone to feature an all-screen, bezel-less display, with the screen flowing around the punch hole that houses the front-facing camera in the top left corner. Gorilla Glass 3 protects the screens from small scuffs and scratches. The 5.81-inch OLED screen has a full HD Plus resolution of 1080 by 2340, equating to a pixel density of 443p and a 19.5:9 aspect ratio. Due to its small size, the Pixel 4a is able to reach pretty much all corners of the screen. It also has an always-on display, which displays the time, date, battery level, weather and other information depending on what's going on. Pixel 4a has just two cameras, one on the back and one on the front. On the back, you get a 12.2MP camera with f/1.7 aperture and an 84-degree field of view. It can shoot 4K video at 30 fps, 1080p at 30 fps, 60 fps and 120 fps, and 720p at 30 fps, 60 fps and a super slow 240 fps. For something a little different, there's panorama and portrait, the latter of which blurs your background using purely AI, as there's no depth sensor on the Pixel 4a. You can apply a bokeh effect to images you've already taken, even ones you took years ago with a different device, by opening the Photos app, tapping Edit, then sliding the blur slider to make the effect. Also on the Google Pixel 4a is just one front-facing camera, an 8MP f/2.0 camera with an 84-degree field of view that can shoot 1080p video at 30 fps. Overall, the front-facing camera on the Google Pixel 4a does a good job of capturing selfies with good color and detail. There's a 3,140mAh non-removable battery inside the Google Pixel 4a, which is bigger than the one in the Pixel 3a. Google says you'll get up to 24 hours of battery life from a single charge thanks to adaptive battery technology. The Google Pixel 4a doesn't support wireless charging, but you do get an 18 watts charging block included in the box, which offers fast charging. As far as power goes, it offers a Snapdragon 730 chipset, 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, of which around 108 GB is actually available to you.